Members of Congress have already made their stances known on the United States' involvement in another foreign conflict, and people have already taken to the streets to make their voices heard. Celine, what are you hearing?
John, so while some Republicans have come out in support of the president's latest moves, those I spoke with today, some of which you can still see gathered here behind me at the waterfront, are firmly against the United States' involvement in this Israel-Iran conflict and are upset about the president's decision to strike without congressional approval, even calling it unconstitutional.
This is a moment where this cycle of escalation can take us to a very terrible place.
President Trump's decision to strike 3 Iranian nuclear facilities led to outcry across the country and here locally.
Trump ran on no war, no war, no war. What about now?
We believe, like the majority of Americans, do not want a war with Iran and want our tax dollars to improve the lives of Americans here.
I think the bottom line is people really do not want war. They want peace.
The U.S. joining in on the attack initially launched by Israel after they claimed Iran was close to building a nuclear weapon.
Our intelligence community has followed this extremely closely. They did have a significant amount, about 1,000 pounds of 60% enriched uranium, which is not enriched enough to build a nuclear weapon.
Senator Jeff Merkley, a senior member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, warning while it's easy to get into war, it's very hard to get out.
And in addition, Israel had already said that it had done so much damage that it had set back the program in Iran for 2 to 3 years. So there was no urgency to act.
Iran vowed retaliation, but President Trump warned against that Saturday.
There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days.
Local Republicans like Congressman Cliff Bentz wrote in a statement he supports the president's decision, also stating this is likely not the end of this crisis. People against the U.S.'s involvement came out in Portland, Hillsborough, and Beaverton to protest.
To declare a war and to bomb Iran right now is, opening a can of worms that I think we're going to regret.
Protesters left angered, calling the president's move unconstitutional.
I totally respect the president's position in the Constitution as far as what the president's executive powers are. I have absolutely no respect for Donald J. Trump.
Overall, the main message I got from protesters was that they want no war and no U.S. involvement in this conflict. John?
All right, our Celine Stevens, definitely some strong opinions on both sides of the aisle on this. Celine, thank you.